Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here. I hope all of you are doing fine, and I sincerely hope this is the last mile of the pandemic. And I just wanting to be in person for the next event moving forward. Last 2 years has been personally very challenging for all of us, and especially for me as well. Overnight everything changing, everything moving into virtual, right from meeting customers to partners to even talking to your own family members or even hosting these events online like this, right? But one thing what I realized is, change is constant. World is changing, people are changing, and change is something which is unavoidable. But with change, there is a window of opportunity with what it presents, right? Because like all of us, right? I'm sure most of you would have learned a new skill in the last 2 years. I have definitely learned one, and like us, most of the organizations have also used this time to reorganize or re-architect and to make their organizations much more agile, flexible, and intelligent, right? So future of work, future of business, everything is going to be hybrid. World is going to be hybrid and highly data driven. Organizations are leveraging data to transform their businesses. There are new rules being set in to succeed. For example, speed is going to replace scale. Organizations need to be more flexible. Organizations need to develop a very high trust culture, and also give a lot of empowerment to the employees, especially since they're working remote. So cloud, AI, software defined, and data driven are going to be the four big themes in this digital era. And we at NetApp can help customers build intelligent enterprise using our hybrid cloud solutions. Good afternoon once again. My name is Vinay Kumar, and I head the enterprise and commercial sales for NetApp in India and SAARC. And me, along with my esteemed colleagues who are present at this event, would like to welcome you once again. NetApp, is always known as a leading storage company, but in the last 12 to 18 months, we have also transformed ourselves, realigned our products and solutions to align with the two biggest market transitions which is happening in the world today, which is around data and cloud. We are a global cloud-led data-centric software company that helps organizations lead with data and accelerate their digital transformation. NetApp globally was founded in 1992. We are a $5.74 billion company with an annual revenue of 5.74 billion, operating out of 90 countries with more than 36,000 employees working day in and day out, helping customers to build their hybrid and multi-cloud architectures. So what I'm trying to convey is, digital transformation is slowly becoming the top business agenda. It's becoming more of a business. It's more becoming a boardroom conversation now, because technology is changing the way we lead our lives. Expectations from the consumers of this technology is also changing, right? And technology is being applied to every aspect of our life to give us a better human experience. Um, if you and it's very important for organizations and customers, to relook into their entire IT architecture and make the necessary changes to stay relevant in this era, in this digital era. Organizations who have embraced or who are already in the digital transformation journey are redefining the way they're serving customers as compared to the ones who are resisting this change and are simply want and resisting this from this change of the way they want to serve their customers, right? And these are the ones who are largely who can become are at the risk of being obsolete. So digital transformation is not impacting any specific vertical or any specific organization. Right? It is impacting industries across. For example, if you see, movies have become on demand, media is completely digital. Uber and Ola has changed the way we stay, has changed the way we travel. Google Pay, Phone Pay has changed the way we transact in the last 2 years. Airbnb has changed the way we stay and book hotels. So everything is changing, right? And Tesla has become a disrupted the automotive industry completely. So digital transformation. If you're not considering digital transformation, transform yourself digitally. Definitely, it has to be the top of your business agenda. Should be a boardroom conversation, and organizations who have embarked on this journey are more agile and nimble as compared to their competitors. So as I mentioned, it helps you to digital transformation helps you to scale faster, respond to the need of business faster, and this is what we believe, as part of digital transformation, right? Speed is going to replace scale. Cloud will be the platform, and data will be the currency. Hybrid multi-cloud is going to be the de facto IT architecture, and data fabrics are going to replace data centers at the heart of IT. Well, in the recent survey, what we saw that 93% of enterprises have a multi-cloud strategy, and 87% of enterprises already are having a hybrid cloud strategy, which means majority of them worldwide globally are already in their cloud journey. So to achieve this, how can we help you as NetApp, right? We can help you simplify your transition to a cloud-ready data center. We can help you modernize your infrastructure to meet the needs of cloud-native applications. Help you, and also help you to move data optimally between the from the edge to the core to the cloud seamlessly. And I'll explain to you how we do that. And all that is possible because of ONTAP. ONTAP is NetApp's IP. It's the core storage operating system from NetApp, and this is the software which becomes the foundation of building a hybrid cloud multi-cloud architecture. This and we are, with ONTAP, we are helping customers to be more agile, more flexible, and bring in more lot, bring and make their IT architecture much more modernized, right? So ONTAP is the core, is at the core. ONTAP as an operating system for the last 30 years has been going through a lot of changes and innovation to align to the current needs of the market. It is today one of the largest selling storage operating system, one of the biggest cloud connected storage operating system, most efficient storage operating system. And it's also the leader. It's one of the lead. I think ONTAP is also featured as a leader in the Gartner's Magic Quadrant and IDC MarketScape. Uh, so what is ONTAP, since it is common across all product lines, basically any entry level storage to high end storage, all our product lines have ONTAP as a common operating system. So what's the benefit for the customer? The benefit for the customer is he can, you can start small and expand later, depending on the need, right? On the need or your performance requirements. So you don't need to invest in a vital elephant initially. You can start small, grow big. You can mix and match controllers of different product families, which is not possible with a lot of other competitors which is available in the market today, right? So again, it's an investment protection for the customer. So and then still maintain them as a single storage infrastructure. So what it means is you buy a very low end storage from NetApp, and then you want to put in a high end storage box, which is of a next generation family. We still can mix and match. What we are helping customers is to protect the investment, and also helping them to it's not a rip and replace kind of a strategy. It's more of a extending the life of the infrastructure, right? Extending the life of the infrastructure for the customer. We are also helping customers. The ONTAP brings in more data management efficiencies. We can commit efficiencies of 3:1 legally to customers. So which means we are able to store. We're helping customers to store more data at less by paying for less capacity. We also have an architecture called as a fabric pool, which is again enabled by ONTAP, which means if the customer wants to buy all flash, and then later on when his data capacity grows, you need not buy again flash drives, right? We can build in a fabric pool architecture wherein the hot data still is being serviced by the all flash infrastructure which you bought once, and then you keep growing horizontally or scale out using our object store, which is more of a NL SaaS and SaaS drives, right? So your investment is completely protected, and at the same, so both what you do is you get your performance, and you can also store data, and you can store more data at a lower cost, and then zero downtime during upgrades. Now, so these are some of the features of ONTAP. Now, what we have done is all these features which we spoke about ONTAP on premises, we have extended onto the cloud. And now ONTAP is available with all the hyperscalers, which is Google Cloud, uh, AWS, and Azure as cloud volume ONTAP. And the reason we feel that we wanted to extend this feature onto the cloud is because we feel cloud will be will be the platform for organizations to do businesses digitally and to also connect with their customers and employees. Secondly, multi-cloud will be the de facto standard, and the need to connect multi-cloud with the necessity of data management calls for a data fabric architecture. And this data fabric architecture is going to be the eminent architecture in this digital era, and ONTAP will be the core at the will be at the core. So what is data fabric? Data fabric, NetApp data fabric is a framework which helps customers to operate, integrate, and simplify data both across on-prem and on the cloud. It also helps you to get the data and the application at the right time, at the right price, and with the right characteristics, right? So NetApp's data fabric vision has always been like as simple as when our CEO founded this vision. His simple logic was my customers should be able to move data freely across their cloud service providers, like the way we move money from one bank to the other, right? That was the simple logic which was applied when we envisaged this data fabric vision. So today, with Cloud Volume ONTAP available with all the hyperscalers, we can help customers move data from on-prem onto a specific cloud service provider, or from there to a different cloud service provider, depending on if you think that the current service provider is charging you extra, right? So it's as simple as moving data at the click of a button, because we understand the native formats of all these hyperscalers. And then later on, if you think that you or your OpEx is going high on the cloud, you want to come back on-prem, you can do that. You want to have a hybrid cloud architecture where you say I want to move all mission critical onto on-prem and all the non-critical ones on the cloud. You can do that as well. And so this is what is data fabric architecture. So with this, we are helping customers, uh, you know, uh, we are helping customers build more flexibility and agility in their architecture, both on-prem and on the cloud. We're helping customers give more choice in their hand and consume the cloud in the way they want, and not the way any the service providers want them to consume the cloud, right? So this is a very, very powerful architecture, and it's not only NetApp which is propagating this architecture. It is also, if you see this Gartner, right? They themselves are saying, if you look at the extreme right corner, by 2024, data fabric deployments will quadruple efficiency in data utilization while cutting human-driven data management tasks in half. So which means, we are helping customers to reduce cost, and also might be you may want to divert your human capital to focus on other different priorities. And this is not what we are talking about. This is something which Gartner has shared as a part of 2022 top 10 trends. And if you go to the Gartner website, you can see that. So, so these are, the need for data fabric is emerging out from the traditional data centers, because, you have legacy platforms running there. You need to integrate mobility across clouds is a key thing. Microservices based infrastructure. So these are all calling for the need of a very hybrid cloud architecture, and that is where I think the data fabric from NetApp will play a critical role. And we have a lot of customers who have immense interest in this architecture today. So what are the other components in the data fabric architecture? ONTAP is at the core. ONTAP, which is our storage operating system, becomes the core for this architecture. It's at the center. It becomes the founding stone. Right? So we have this operating system running on-prem on the hardware, and then we are extending this onto the cloud, which I mentioned earlier as the Cloud Volume ONTAP. And what it does on the cloud is it helps you store more capacity by paying for less storage. The underlying storage can be anything from the hyperscalers, which is Azure, Amazon, or GCP. It need not be a NetApp storage. You just can go and purchase the Cloud Volume ONTAP on the cloud and bring in all these efficiencies what you spoke. So, for example, you can store 10 terabyte of data by paying only for 3 terabytes, right? So that's the kind of efficiency Cloud Volume ONTAP brings in. Then we also have tie-up with Azure and Amazon for enterprise file workloads. So if you want to store your high-performance files on the cloud, we have a service from Azure called as the Azure NetApp file. and a service from Amazon called as the FSXO for NetApp, which is called as Amazon FSXO. So we have these two services launched on AWS. Then we have the the cloud sync software, which is available on as all the three hyperscalers, which is again used for data movement, cloud peering for moving data from one tier to the another. We also have something called as GFC or the flex cache, which means it's a typical scenario where customers have a head office and a branch office, and the branch office doesn't require a big storage or an independent storage. So you can run the software on tap, select software on your server, and then provision those runs and volumes on your server, and then connect to the branch, connect to the head office, right? We have there's something called, and then again, so we are not only helping achieve data efficiency on the storage tier on the cloud, we're also having a product called a Spot, which is basically available on AWS, and now it's going to be available on Azure very soon. Spot is basically to reduce your compute cost. It's as simple as that. So, for example, if you're paying for some instances of 10 instances to a specific cloud service provider, and you're paying them $10, we are telling them, okay, we are telling you that, okay, you can reduce your instances to 5 and pay $5 to your service provider, but we'll give you the same performance of 10, right? And now, since you paid $5 and you saved $5, after your billing, when you pay $5, that's when you realize that you saved $5. We charge you a percentage of that, which means I might charge you 20% of the saving, which is like $1. So what it means, you acquire the product free, you deploy the product free, and then once you get saving, right? Once you get savings is when you start paying that. So this is about these are some of the components of NetApp Data Fabric. I really would like to reach out to us, and we can help you take you through the entire architecture through our virtual executive briefing centers, which is hosted out of India. So what does it do? So build your data fabric to gain control of your data wherever it resides. It prevents cloud lock-in. First, most importantly, it prevents cloud lock-in. Basically, what it means is that you can move your data from one cloud service provider to another at the click of a button. You don't have to be worried to be locked into a specific service provider, enabling data mobility, which is very important from the edge to the core to the cloud, because we have ONTAP across on one single pane of glass that gives you easy access to management of all your data and optimizing cloud usage and spend. And so what we are trying to say is we are providing you more than data storage. We are enabling you to optimize your data management. So we are now, NetApp is more of a data management company, and we're helping you to optimize your data management from the edge to the core to the cloud. And we're helping customers unlock the best of both worlds, both from cloud and enterprise IT. We are helping you cloud enable your data center, get more cloud for less cost, and bring in all the simplicity and flexibility of cloud to the data center, and vice versa. Apart from that, we are also offering now in India very soon into the SAARC countries, which will be the NetApp Keystone, which is a consumption-based model where we just go back to the customer and ask them what's the SLA you want, which is what's the performance, what's the IOPS, what's the throughput. Based on that, we design, we deliver the equipment at site, and we do a managed services model and charge you based on your consumption. So you pay us per terabyte of the capacity used on our storage, and we manage the SLA for you. And so we have been across the globe in my last so many years of professional life, talking to customers. These are the 4 broad areas, the challenges which they're facing, which is revenue optimization. On the external challenges are more on business and digital transformation. Internal challenges. And this is how we are helping customers, and this has helped us to be market leaders across most of the verticals. Some of the top 10 companies in most of these verticals are our customers for NetApp. And if there is anything we can help you, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.